Welcome back, everybody. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all your comments and questions. I have noticed that the video responses have not been coming in. I've gotten a couple video responses, but then they forget to ask me a question. Very sweet videos, but you need to ask me a question so I can answer it for you. So keep those coming. But moving forward, here is the comment for today's video. Hey Colette, my dad recently passed away in September. Is there a certain length to how long grieving should last? It has improved, but little things still set me off and remind me of him, and still feel sad he's not here. Did you have a certain time when it got easier after your mom? Thank you so much for asking this. I know it's hard to talk about when things like this happen, but my heart goes out to you, and hopefully I can say something today that will help. First of all, there is no possible way that there can be a time limit or a time allotted to grieving. It's just one of those things that you cannot control, and everybody's in a different place and a different situation. In my own experience, there hasn't been a time where I've felt like, oh, I'm over it, I am good. I just feel like time is the ultimate healer, and every day, little by little, it gets better, and you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have really bad days. And it's just one of those things. I can give you a little comfort in telling you that it does get easier. And I feel better now that I can look back and think about my mom with fondness instead of sadness and sorrow. And I think that part of that is just being able to feel your emotions when you're feeling them, and then the next day jump back up, make yourself get up on the inside and just move forward with your life. Because I don't think that the person that you're grieving over would have wanted you to wallow in your misery over them forever. It's important to remember them and to let your emotions out when you need to, but you still need to live your life as well. One thing that has helped me so much in dealing with my mom's passing is to remember the really good moments that I had with her. And I always hate that I really have a bad memory, and that's one of the reasons that I love that we do the Shaytards vlogs, is because I can go back and watch my kids and I can be like, oh yeah, I remember that. But as far as memories about my mom, I really only have a few that are really strong in my mind. I remember feelings more than I remember actual moments. But I do remember one moment with my mom when she came home with a bottle, like a 2-liter bottle of cherry 7-Up. And she went to open it, and it had, been shooken up, and she opened it just barely enough that it started spraying everywhere, like a sprinkler. And I started laughing, and the kids, we were all laughing, and she just threw her hands up in the air and started screaming. She didn't grab it and take it to the sink or try to fix it. She just started screaming. And I just remember laughing and feeling that was such a funny moment with her. And it's so tiny. It's just like a tiny little memory, but it brings me peace and it brings me joy when I think about it. Another memory I have of her is walking to a bridge with her when I was probably 3, because I know I was really small. And I remember having a bag of trail mix that was raisins, peanuts, chocolate chips, and marshmallows. And we sat on the bridge and we talked, and I remember just feeling like so happy to be in her presence. And we would take, how peanuts, you break them up in half, we would take the peanuts and I would squish the raisin in between the peanuts, and it would be my little peanut hamburger. I don't know why I have this little tiny memory, but I just remember that moment with her, and it also brings me peace. And again, it's just a tiny thing, but instead of feeling sad when I think about those moments, I let myself feel happy and remember the good things. If time goes by and you don't feel yourself getting better, you don't feel any peace coming, this could be months and months where you just feel like you're still so completely sad over the passing of your loved one. It might mean that you need to find some extra help. Talk to somebody that may be going through the same thing, especially your family members. I know it's hard because it's like you're bringing up those emotions, and it's difficult to rehash those feelings, but that's one thing that helped me a lot, is being able to talk to my dad, cry with him, remember times with him, and you can't really explain it, but just to talk to somebody about it helps. And you can find a friend that you can talk to, a school counselor, a pastor, or a spiritual leader, anybody that you trust in. It's important to talk about it because those feelings are, again, going to get bottled up and you need to release them. I came across another comment, and I apologize, I tried to look for it, I couldn't find it afterwards. But the comment was, Katie Lett, I have a friend who has a parent that has passed away. It's hard for me to know what to say to them, sometimes it feels awkward. What should I do? That was basically on the lines of what they were asking. And I really liked that question because that is a real thing. Sometimes things happen in people's lives and we don't know how to respond or how to help. When I was going through that, I really just appreciated when people let me know that they cared about me and then just treated me like they always did. Just normal, let's move on with life. And I knew that they were there for me to talk to if I needed them, but they didn't treat me like things were weird or it had to be awkward, because it doesn't have to be. I'm still me. I'm just going through something big right now, and all I need you to do is be normal. The first day that I went back to school after it happened, I remember that. I felt like everybody's eyes were on me and it was awkward and everybody was like looking at me, but it helped me so much to have friends that just treated me normal. I remember walking out of the classroom and my friend Emily came up to me and she just took me by the arm and said, "Let's go to lunch." And she walked with me to lunch, and just that made me feel so good, because I knew I wasn't alone and she was just being my friend like she always had been. It didn't have to be weird or awkward. As awkward as it may feel, I promise you that if you just talk to your friend, let them know you're there for them, and then treat them like you always have, they're going to appreciate it so much. And then just continue to be there for them. The hardest part for me was a couple weeks after everything had happened, after the funeral, after, everybody left and there were no more people in the house. I remember feeling that loneliness just really sink in. And so it's important for you to be with your friend through that. Continue to be there for them months and months, weeks, months, years after, just to be a support and just let them know that you're there for them. All right, I hope that I was helpful to you guys. I know that many of you are going through so much right now. Continue to leave video responses, questions. I'll do my best to answer them the best I can. And it is September. That means we have 1 month till October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I don't know exactly what I will be doing, but I do have a lot of things in mind. So be thinking about what you can do right now to help during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You don't have to donate money, you don't have to do that, but you could donate your time at a hospital or to somebody that you know that is going through that, or women can also go and get checked. That is also going to help in the fight against breast cancer. So stay tuned for that. And as always, keep a smile on your face. I love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.